With a burden on my heart for the spiritually neglected rural areas, I would often drive into an area, stopping every 5 miles to inquire about church conditions.
God raised up C.J. Rediker to found a unique mission, a mission focused on remote places, out-of-the-way places, forgotten places. As World War II battles raged around the globe, C.J. Rediker was fighting an intense battle of his own.
But God, it makes no sense for me to resign this pastorate. The work is progressing. I have no other ministry. Then there are the children. Lord, how do you expect me to support 4 children with no income?
The battle raged until finally Reverend Rediker learned an important lesson. He would have no peace of mind until he stepped out in faith. He resigned his pastorate. This was April 1942. Pacing the sanctuary floor of the church in Webster, Illinois, then kneeling before the altar, the threefold vision of what was to become the Rural Home Missionary Association was born. First, because spiritual need in rural areas was a national issue, the work would be nationwide. Second, because reaching rural communities for the long haul is not likely to happen simply through ministries that come and go, and not simply through children's work. RHMA would focus on establishing local churches that are there for the long haul, with what Mr. Rediker called a total church program. Third, these churches which RHMA establishes will not be like stagnating ponds with no outlets. They will be feeders for missions, home and abroad, providing personnel and support for the global missionary effort. Through the years, much has changed in rural America, and much has changed with RHMA, from office buildings to staff, to ministry methods. But what hasn't changed is RHMA's commitment to C.J. Rediker's core vision. During this time, God has raised up an army of workers who have labored from generation to generation, planting new churches and strengthening existing churches in hundreds of communities all across this vast land. All the while, God has expanded RHMA's impact in other ways, such as through small-town pastors' conferences that annually attract hundreds who come for encouragement, validation, and equipping, and our TACT program, Town and Country Training for Seminary Students. RHMA's investment in the next generation, preparing them for rural ministry, hundreds of students through the years, most of them now on the front lines. No matter what RHMA does, no matter what its ministries, its focus is always on local churches, gospel-proclaiming, Bible-teaching churches that have each staked a claim in their community. This focus connects our past to the present and to the future. It preserves our heritage. It assures that we are staying true to our vision while staying relevant in an ever-changing world. Today, RHMA is filling out his vision, elaborating upon it, fine-tuning how it is articulated, and applying it in new kinds of ways. This unfolding yet unchanging vision makes RHMA what we are. We don't know all the future holds, but as long as rural America has spiritual needs, by God's grace, RHMA will be there to help meet them, to stay true to the vision of bringing light and hope to the off-the-beaten-path places.
What then of the future? I am convinced that the needs of our particular ministry are so vast that all engaged in this work are hardly scratching the surface. Rural missions must expand.